Well, it appears today even Aam Aadmi Party supporters are totally baffled at what Arvind Kejriwal has done. Joining our debate right now is Arun Bhatia of the Aam Aadmi Party from Pune, Kamal Mitra Chenoy is in Delhi, Nirmala Sitharaman of the BJP, Vinod Mehta, Arati Jerath. They've both in the past been supportive of the idea of Aam Aadmi Party, a non-Congress, non-BJP alternative. Aryaman stays on. Sanjay Jha, thanks for staying on. Sunil Alagh. Now, I call Sunil Alagh someone who represents the Modi camp, a Modi supporter. He says he's a Modi fan. Anyway, he's with Modi. So he represents the other extreme today. Now, why I'm baffled also is Arun Bhatia. Arun Bhatia, you hear me? Mr. Bhatia?
Yes.
Now, why I'm also baffled is...
Yes, very clearly.
You know, if Arvind Kejriwal wanted the Jan Lokpal bill to go through, he just needed to wait a few days. 3-4 days, he can tell to the people that, okay, I give the LG and the government 6 days or 7 days to take it through the constitutional motions. Because the fact is the centre had not opposed the bill on its contents. It was only saying, okay, Mr. Kejriwal, just take it through this process because the constitution says take it through this process. So you could have said 4-5 days we wait. Now what you ensure is that people, when they accuse that Arvind Kejriwal actually did not want the Jan Lokpal, otherwise he could have waited 5 or 6 days. If after that they would have not allowed the Jan Lokpal bill to go through to the assembly to be voted upon and passed, then Kejriwal could have gone and said that I was betrayed. But he didn't wait 5-6 days. Mr. Bhatia, what is this? I mean, even if it's the most Machiavellian political strategy, there has to be an element of honesty in this, isn't it?
Well, actually, quite honestly, I'm also a bit surprised, and I don't know why this wasn't taken to the court or why he couldn't have waited. These are very valid questions that are being raised. And one would have liked to have seen the fight go to the Supreme Court.
So you don't go to the court.
That is true.
So that's the point, Mr. Bhatia, see, you don't go to the court. I'm just saying, let's look at it logically. Okay, Nirmala Sitharaman, let's get everyone in. Vinod Mehta, let's get it. You don't go to the court. Vinod Mehta, you don't go to the court. You don't wait 5-6 days. You file an FIR against Mukesh Ambani, but you eject. With other words, you don't even follow through. If you're serious,
the FIR against Mukesh Ambani is a different issue and it's correct, and I support them there.
Fine, okay, you're saying
you can't mix up Ambani with this.
No. What I'm saying is shoot and scoot. You understand what I'm saying? I am saying if you register an FIR on an act of corruption you accuse against Mukesh Ambani, then you should stay on to monitor the investigation till there is a charge sheet. Now you will also be accused of that you file an FIR and you run away because you don't want to monitor the investigation till there is a charge sheet. You understand, Mr. Bhatia? What?
Arnab.
Yes, Vinod Mehta. I mean, even Arun Bhatia is baffled today. Yes, Vinod Mehta.
He has initiated a...
Arnab.
Yeah.
No.
Vinod Mehta.
You know, it's a very sad day. Let's look at it another way. It's a very sad day for this country that a man like Kejriwal has to leave his office.
Sir, he has not. No, don't say. No, 1 second, Mr. Bhatia. Let's not get things wrong. No, don't. No, Mr. Bhatia.
1 minute.
Mr. Bhatia, 1 minute. 1 minute. Let me make it clear.
No,
Mr. Bhatia, he has not been asked to leave.
Mr. Arnab, hear the answer. Hear the full answer. Mr. Arnab, hear the full answer.
You yourself are baffled.
One is there is a question mark, but the BJP, the Congress and the stooge of a Lieutenant Governor had no business to say that prior permission was required. Please read the Constitution. There is nothing in the Constitution that prohibits the Assembly from passing this act.
Mr. Bhatia, you are completely wrong.
The people of this country There is nothing illegal. An executive order cannot override the Constitution. He was within his rights to table the bill and have it passed. And everybody was hounding him, saying it's illegal.
Bhatia,
talk of that also.
Mr. Bhatia, let's do two things today, right, Mr. Bhatia? Let us not replace fact with rhetoric. Let us not replace facts laid down in the Constitution with this high pitch.
Tell the full story, Arnab, tell the full story, not half the story. You start from chapter 9.
Mr. Bhatia, I can tell you the full story. I can tell you section 55(1) of the Transaction of Business Rules Act.
Whole story.
I can tell you section 239AA of the Constitution. I can tell you what Arvind Kejriwal himself said and what he promised. I can tell you section 22 of the NCT Act. It does not match the facts of what Arvind Kejriwal is saying in the assembly. And I say this to you, Mr. Bhatia, that if Arvind Kejriwal, please understand, Mr. And I have also asked you today, you began by saying you are yourself completely baffled. See, Mr. Kejriwal, the only thing that we know today about the Aam Aadmi Party is that they back the cops. I don't know whether they are right or left. I don't know where they stand.
Resignation, I'm not talking of legality. He was acting legally.
He is not acting legally.
The independent legislative competence of the assembly is unquestioned. If any executive order questions it, that is unconstitutional.
Mr. Bhatia,
if there's an executive order that lays down
Mr.
Bhatia, that is unconstitutional.
Mr. Bhatia, we've just gone through that. You are completely...
In the state list...
Mr. Bhatia, I don't expect this from you. You are a very seasoned IAS officer, Mr. Bhatia.
I don't expect this from you.
I'll get Aryaman Sundaram to explain.
Aryaman Sundaram, can we please?
Aryaman Sundaram, one second. Aryaman Sundaram, can we settle this? I've discussed it 3 times so far. 3 times it has been explained to Kamal Mitra Chenoy why this whole claim that what Arvind Kejriwal is doing as per the constitution is wrong. But in any case, just to settle this part once and for all, because we have 2 other Aam Aadmi Party representatives on the program. We have Arun Bhatia and Mr. KP Singh joining us, members. Aryaman Sundaram, can you please settle this? Because obviously when I say it, Mr. Bhatia will not accept it. Can you please just explain this part?
No, it's not that.
Well, what I say also he may not accept, since lawyers are always prone to give different interpretations of the Constitution. But let me say this very, very clearly.
Yeah, exactly.
There is no manner of doubt that under Article 239 capital AA of the Constitution, there are certain issues which, even if in the concurrent list, the NCT would not have a free movement on. And some of the things which are coming up in this Jan Lokpal bill definitely involve those issues. And therefore, that does raise a question in itself. And that's on the issue of interpretation of the Constitution. But there is another issue. There is Section 22 of the NCT
No, I think the text is not
repugnant. There are the rules of business which are in force. And by those rules of business and by Section 22 of the NCT Act, there is a certain procedure to be followed.
Yes.
Now, rules of business or the act itself is binding on the government till such time it is either amended or till such time as the courts hold them to be unconstitutional. Till such time it is binding on the government.
Yes.
So while I can hear somebody else turn around and say, look, that's unconstitutional, why should I follow it? For a government to say, our rules, because whether you like it or not, government is a continuous body. You can't say this was done by the earlier political party ruling and not by this political party. If this political party does not agree, change the rule, amend the law.
Yeah.
Fine. But until the law stands there, government is a continuing body. And government is bound by its own acts and is bound by its own rules until those rules are changed or struck down by a court.
Are they saying we didn't know? Yes, Mr. Singh, you also are a supporter of the Aam Aadmi Party. Can they say, okay,
look, it scares me. It scares me if the government says they don't know the law. It really scares me. If the government was to turn around and saying, I'm so sorry, I didn't know the law.
They will have to go to the people tomorrow and explain why they voted down the Jan Lokpal bill. That is the question
they did not.
They did not vote against the bill.
Yes, they did.
They did not. They voted against the introduction of the bill because it was unconstitutional. Please get it right. Do not mislead the people. Do not mislead the people.
Come on, Arnab, who are you fooling? You can't have a bill if it's not allowed to be introduced.
But Mr. One minute. Just a minute.
The phone call came from Bombay.
What?
BJP and Congress
Mr. Singh,
attention at the phone call,
Mr. Singh,
and they voted against the Jan Lokpal bill. Stood at the entrance,
Mr. Singh and Kamal Mitra Chenoy, you tell me one thing.
That's what happened.
You tell me one thing. You see, you can resign in 48 days. I'm saying you wait one more week. Okay?
49 days actually, Arnab.
49 days. So I'm saying you wait 1 week, you resign in 56 days. Say I give you 1 week to take it through. And wait 1 week. Now, I don't understand.
Arnab,
1 minute, Kamal Mitra Chenoy, 1 second. Because the question is not about the content of the Lokpal bill, you see. No, you can laugh this through because you're not listening. You see, Professor
Why
Chenoy.
not, Arnab? Why not? Arnab,
Professor Chenoy. Professor Chenoy,
the
please
people in your
understand.
panel know
Professor
that a number of bills have been brought before Parliament and legislatures to improve on previous bills. This Jan Lokpal bill was an attempt at an improvement.
Professor Chenoy,
it was stopped
Professor
by
Chenoy,
the BJP and Congress.
Professor Chenoy, you see, this is a very interesting situation.
Can I just correct one fact here, Arnab, please?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Aryaman. Sanjay also wants to come in here.
Totally being distorted is the Jan Lokpal bill was not voted down. It was not even voted
Precisely.
on. The whole issue was whether the rules which govern were being followed in introducing the bill. Now we are trying to make it sound, and that is what the people will be told, is the Jan Lokpal bill was turned down, Mr. Kejriwal is a martyr, and like I said from the beginning, the entire aim is a short-term political game.
No, but you know, you can't, I'm sorry, but you cannot lie to the people.
But why, sir?
You can, no,
why, sir? Why are you ignoring Soli Sorabji? How are you saying you can't lie to the people? Lying to the people?
And why are you, sir, ignoring former Additional Solicitor General Mr. Bhatt, a person you went to? A person who said the remedy is to go to a court of law.
Soli Sorabji is much more than a former Attorney General. He's one of India's most famous lawyers.
Okay, sir, you're wrapping yourself. Sir, you're tying yourself up in knots. Nirmala Sitharaman has a hand up. Let her come in, please. After that, I'm coming back to you. Yes, Nirmala.
All that I want to say is I'm very glad that there is a lot of respect being given to Soli Sorabji's opinion. Even for a minute that he has given a very learned opinion about infirmities which are there in the law and so on. The right route to go about would have been to question that about the infirmity, seek the court's advice on it, and then, no, listen to me for a minute, please. I think you two panelists are screaming out for AAP's political points. We are only asking you to give us an explanation.
And ma'am, you are scoring no political points.
If you thought there was infirmity, seek the court and court's verdict before you dispute and give half-truths to the people. Even if you think at the introduction
there was a Valentine's Day massacre in the Delhi Legislative Assembly today, and you guys are not taking the issue head on.
Mr. Singh, let her complete.
This is obstructionist politics. Why didn't you do that? And without doing it, today you are screaming out saying BJP did not allow it.
Who threw mics in the Delhi Assembly? Was it not a BJP MLA?
Why didn't you go through the proper process?
You see, now you see, I think it's a very worrying situation for 5 reasons. Sanjay wants to come in. I am putting 5 things out, and let's not lose our cool on this. The 5 things out is, we say what Arvind Kejriwal must explain to the people today. 5 things. 1, why he did not go to court. There are people who told him go to court and you will win. Why did he not go?
People's Court, Arnab.
1 minute. Please understand, there is a court in this country. Don't shoot off the shoulder of the People's Court all the time.
There's a general election that started
now, Mr. Singh, please show some courtesy.
That's the point. That is the point. Now you have revealed what you've done it for. No. That is the real point. That's the real point.
What do you mean we've revealed?
No. I want to ask.
You can't take Mukesh Ambani's name. This is an old line of our party.
I want to ask only one question.
Who are corrupt.
Before
capitalism is
one last question I want to ask. When he went to form the government, 1 second, when he had 28 seats and he wanted to form the government, he said, I want a referendum, I want to go and ask the people whether I should form it or not. Why didn't he go back to Delhi and say, I want to resign? Why didn't he go for a referendum and say, I want to go and take the people's opinion? Then I would have respected him. He went to the people to form it. He should have gone to the people to say, I'm going out. Now you tell me why you didn't go. You give me that answer. If you go to the people before forming, you should go back to the people when you don't want to go. That time it suits you. Now I want to go. Why didn't you go back to the people and ask them again? Then I want to go now.
There are 5 questions.
Come on, yaar. Come on.
Now you bring, for everything you try to bring in crony capitalism and Mukesh Ambani. I'm sorry. I heard Batra, Mr.
Madam,
Batra, earlier
your
talking about
party
there is no link to this. Now you want to bring the link?
Now
we're getting into some
one minute.
BJP has no answer.
One minute. Sanjay Jha raised his hand. I'll go to him and Vinod
BJP
Mehta.
has every answer.
No,
you don't want to hear it.
There are 5 questions that Kamal.
BJP has every answer. You don't want to hear it.
No.
You keep interrupting us.
I have just five simple points.
Let's defense party of Mr. Mukesh Ambani.
Mr. Singh, please just show courtesy for a while, please. Just 1 minute. There are 5 points.
Come on.
There are 5 points.
You don't allow us to speak, and you keep throwing
there are 5 points.
I think Arnab Goswami should allow me to say it.
Your party did not allow us to
being thrown at BJP. I object to it.
Exactly.
Now I am requesting you, please, gentlemen. Can I just request you? There are 5 clear issues. I'll just take my request. There are 5 real questions which today Arvind Kejriwal is to answer. 1, most basic question. Does Arvind Kejriwal not know the law, not read the constitution? We read the law, know the constitution. Then you should be aware of the facts in this case. That's 1. You can't say that I'm ready to die for the constitution where the constitution does not allow you to do what you are doing. Second question is, why did he not go to court? He was advised by some of his legal experts, you go to court, you win. Why did he not go to court? Third point, why did he not wait just a few more days? And then totally, you want to expose the Congress and the BJP? If the Lieutenant Governor says, no, I will not allow you, I won't allow you, I'll fight with you on the contents of the bill. You've totally exposed the Congress and the BJP. You just needed to wait, give them a deadline and wait 5-6 days. You didn't even do that, right? The most important point here is, you pick up a case against Mukesh Ambani today and you resign tomorrow. I mean, Arati Jerath, if you file an one minute, please, Mr. Kamal Mitra Chenoy, the difficult question will be asked. You pick up a case against Reliance today and Mukesh Ambani today and you resign tomorrow. If you have registered an FIR on an issue, then if you think the issue is so important and you keep talking about it, then why don't you monitor the investigation? You monitor the investigation and take it through and make yourself answerable for it. Just
because the Ambanis are so powerful.
Oh,
we
please,
need a new law.
please, Arati Jerath.
Not allow us to introduce.
No.
As Mr. Bhatia has said.
No. It's I think.
In legislative.
Arati, what is going? Arati, what is Arati? Let's get Arati in. Sanjay, I'm coming to you. Let's get Arati in, please. Arati,